Hello everyone. As many of you know, I've been doing a great deal of tree debris removal post Hurricane Ian. Both my property and the place that I run professionally got hammered pretty hard, so there will be endless amounts of tree work for months just to get open and probably years total to get everything taken care of on the 191 acres. I frequently use a chainsaw. This one here that you're seeing is a STIHL MS 291, the model number. And I often get questions, especially from other women, about the use of a chainsaw. A lot of people tell me how neat it is that I can, and it's really not that difficult. This could be a very dangerous piece of equipment if you don't know what you're doing, but some people just simply don't know the basics of how to start one of these machines. So I thought I would show you. I should have done this from cold start because I have used it already. I'm getting ready to cut some wood that I need to make a gift. Yes, I make gifts out of chainsaw wood. So this is the STIHL 291, and I'm going to go over a couple of things with you. As you see, this has a 20-inch bar on it. I've got the cover on the bar that's on the chain, and I have the brake on. When this is pushed forward, you can see the brake is on. That means the chain should not be able to continue spinning. It's a safety feature. So you check your gas mixture, your oil, and then you're going to want to start it. So I'm going to explain to you what the different positions are right here. If you are cold starting, meaning that it has not been running, you want to flip this switch all the way down. And you do this by pressing this button here, pressing the throttle and switching it down. And what you got here is what's called full choke. And the reason you want to start it that way is it chokes off some of the air, helps it to get started. But if you leave it here too long, you can flood the engine, which you don't want. So you're going to flip it here, and you're going to pull the cord. A lot of people and the STIHL site itself suggests that when you start this, you put your foot here and you pull the cord to start. For me, that actually hurts my upper back, so I usually start it holding it, which I'll show you how I do. Hurts my upper back and neck to be bent over like that. So you'll pull this cord. Sometimes it can take several times, and then you'll hear a sound that we call a burp, or it's like it wants to run for a second but can't. So you'll get the when you pull the chain and then or the cord, and then you'll get a little, and when it does that, stop pulling. That's when you switch it up one to this, which is going to let a little bit of air in. So you got full choke, part, run, and off. Then you'll pull the cord again, and it should start. At that point, it should start. Sometimes it helps if you flip it up one more to full run. You can hear it when it flips, and then that way you can hear it start, and you can go ahead and run the machine. When you get ready to run the machine, once the motor's started, you pull this back. Hear that click? Now your chain is your brake is off your chain, so you'll remove this here, and then you can get to work. When you use a chainsaw, you should wear long pants, long sleeves, eye protection, and ear protection. It's also a good idea to wear gloves. Many of us who do this a lot don't wear all that stuff, but the truth of the matter is you should. So it's one of those do as I say, not as I do things. Also, if you look at my chain, see this little yellow link? We call it a yellow chain. This is a stouter chain. This is also very sharp, so you need to be careful here. But this is a stouter chain, or should I say more stout. These trees, this is an oak tree here. Oak is hardwood, so you can see this is a big boy, and you want to use a good chain so you don't overheat your motor. You also want to check your machine or your chain to be sure that it's the right tautness. This is actually a little tighter than I like, but it's good. Too loose, then you're gonna have, it could pop off, it could be dangerous, and you gotta be careful about bending your bar. But for today, I'm just starting with some of the basics and starting the machine itself. And now I'll demonstrate how I start the machine. Okay, so this is the portion of the video where I'm going to show you how to start the same saw I was just talking to you about. Again, I demonstrated how to turn off the brake, so you want to make sure the brake is on, push it forward till it clicks. Hear that? All right, since I've already started this, I didn't run it long, but I'm going to go ahead and attempt to start it in the start position because it's no longer cold. Like I mentioned, STIHL suggests that you put the machine down, put your foot through the handle, grab the cord, pull this way. So this is the way they suggest you do it. And then push here and undo the brake. All right. So that's how STIHL suggests that you start it. This is how I start it. Just because for me, bending over like that hurts my neck. That's how I start it.